Hello, my name's George Coot. Thinking Through the Body's an initiative I've developed to extend my work with body-focused interactions into the areas of touch, movement and proprioception. Since 2002, I've been researching and exhibiting interactive artworks that transform our experience of the body through breath and heart-based interactions. This proposal is very much about creating a space where practitioners from a variety of different disciplines with a shared interest in the body and using the body as a form of interaction can come together and develop new approaches and understandings about how we work with the body in interactive art.
My name's Lizzie Muller and I'm a PhD researcher with the Creativity and Cognition Studios here at the University of Technology in Sydney. My particular area of research is the audience experience of interactive art. Previously back in the UK I worked as a curator and as a producer of many different kinds of artwork, but particularly art that interacted with science in some way. During that time I became really interested in audiences and the really interesting ways in which they interacted with new and emerging kinds of art forms like new media art and digital art. I hope that my research will be useful in several different ways. I hope it will help curators and producers working with interactive art understand how to present this kind of work better to an audience. I hope it will also give me some new tools and techniques for working with artists and with audiences, and ways of using audience experience as a kind of material.
Jonathan Duckworth works across the areas of interactive art and interactive design. Jonathan's currently engaged in an ARC research project at RMIT, where he's exploring haptic interactions and augmented reality display systems for movement rehabilitation of people with traumatic brain injuries. Through his collaboration with the object maker and Feldenkrais practitioner Catherine Truman, Jonathan's become interested in how this kind of experiential methodologies can feed into this work with clinical practice and interactive art research. Samaya Langley is an emerging artist and writer working in the area of interactive sound. Samaya's special interest is in working with gestural and wearable interfaces. Samaya is currently pursuing these interests through a series of workshop residencies in Amsterdam, Berlin and New York. Here we can see her performing with Alistair Riddell and Simon Burton in the group Hypersense Complex. They're working with flex sensors attached to the hands and position sensors on the body, looking at how they can control interactive sound spaces through these very sort of small, subtle muscle gestures. Garth Payne's a sound artist and academic also working in the area of interactive sound. Garth's a project director at the University of Western Sydney Viper Labs. Viper stands for Virtual Instrument Performance Research Environment, and it's a research facility dedicated to interactive art and performance technologies and practices. Garth has a very rigorous and systematic approach to interactive art research, and as the Viper project director will be playing an important role in our exploration of body sensing technologies. Leanne Locke's a research designer at the University of Technology Sydney with a special interest in movement-based interactions. Leanne's been involved in a number of important interactive art projects, including Ross Gibson and Kate Richards' Bystander project and Melinda Rackham's Empire web-based project. Leanne's research at the Interaction Design Work Practices Group at UTS is focused on the development of design research tools and methods for working with movement in interactive systems. An example of this is her work with the Bystander project, where she developed personas, scenarios and Laban notation techniques for analysing audience movements. Catherine Truman's a renowned Australian object maker and certified Feldenkrais practitioner whose work explores the experience and representation of the body, often focusing on anatomical elements and traditions of representation. Catherine was a participant at the Anat Reskin laboratory, where she collaborated with Jonathan Duckworth and also led the group on a series of Feldenkrais awareness through movement classes. More recently, she's been an artist in residence at the mixed ability performance group Restless Dance Company, where she's been conducting experiential anatomy workshops with the ensemble members. Maggie Slattery is a colleague of Catherine's in the Australian Feldenkrais community and is a certified practitioner and practitioner trainer. The Feldenkrais method is a method of somatic bodywork that combines modern systems theories with an experiential approach to neuropsychology, movement exploration and rehabilitation. The Feldenkrais method emphasises the importance of movement and touch as information that we use to coordinate our movements in the world and our sense of ourselves and what we can do. We believe this approach can have a very important influence on the development of body-focused interactive art practices.